Greetings and salutations! It is I, Professor Macabro, here again to regale you with another video. Yes, indeed. Now, probably you may not know this, but I think I've mentioned this before, that Professor Macabro grew up watching wrestling. Yes, indeed. He was fortunate enough to be able to watch luchador wrestling here in the grand old country of Mexico, as well as American wrestling with the WWF, which later turned into the WWE. So, I've been a fan of wrestling through the highs and the lows, and the so god-awful lows, and then the highs, and then the lows, and then high, then really low, and so on, yes indeed. But when I really get into wrestling is during Wrestlemania season. After the Royal Rumble, we have the Road to Wrestlemania, where the winner of the Royal Rumble is able to challenge whatever champion he wants, and then they started doing the female Royal Rumble. So they spruce it up quite a bit. Now, the WWE has gone through a lot of changes since booting the guy that started it all and started the company out the door because of some allegedly questionable things that he did, to the awful merging of WWE with TKO, and the horrible influx of ads. Oh, so many ads, price hikes, and so on have made the product, well, not as fun as it used to be. After they got rid of the previous owner, and they left Triple A's in charge, the product got a spark of life. It was actually getting good. A lot of people were liking it. Unfortunately, now the corporate greed has gotten its claws into it, and it hasn't been that good, no. But still get excited for WrestleMania, and this weekend we had WrestleMania 2 nights, which is that really necessary? Debatable. They could have done it in one night, but especially with the amount of minutes that each match took place. So many ads, 4-hour show, and they only had like an hour and a half of wrestling. Quite bullshit. But I just wanted to give my thoughts on the matches that we had. I'll try to keep this shorter than the event itself. Yes, indeed. So, for night 1, which was on Saturday, we started WrestleMania 42 with the 6-man tag team match between the Usos, Yeet, and L.A. Knight, against what remains of the Vision, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, and ISO Speed, because he got roped into it after being cursed by Danhausen, you see. And it is what it is. It felt like a Raw match. It didn't really feel like a WrestleMania match. But ISO Speed did do a really cool jump from the top rope and splattered Logan Paul, so that was okay. Then we had the non-sanctioned match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. Now, I really do feel bad that they took away Drew McIntyre's WrestleMania moment by having him face Randy Orton, and they went for the safe route of going with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, and then they fucked it up by putting Pat McAfee in it. The story wrote itself. They were both in, Legacy with Ted DiBiase's kid, and it was Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. They could have just fed on that, but no. TKO had to get its things in there and just fuck it up again. But we'll get to that. But the non-sanction match between Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre was not as hardcore as you would have expected. There were some hits, there were some bumps, and Jacob Fatu won. So, yeah, really dumping on Drew McIntyre there. But Jacob Fatu had to win because he was getting his ass whipped in previous weeks. So that's okay. Then we had the Women's Fatal 4-Way match between the goddess of WWE, Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte Flair. They teamed up against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, against the Immovable Forces, which is Nia Jax and Last Legend, against, who was the other one? Well, it was going to be Nikki and Brie Bella, but Nikki got her ankle all fucked up, so they reintroduced Paige. Paige came back to WWE, and that's, I'm pretty happy with that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I don't know how long they're going to be champions, but they brought Paige back, the long-rumored return of Paige. So that was pretty good. It was a pretty good WrestleMania moment, and even though the Fatal 4 was not as good as it could have been, because again, short run time for all of the matches to make way for entrance time and commercials. So many commercials, but it was okay. And Alexa Bliss had a really cool homage to the Firefly Funhouse, and Bray Wyatt. So I like that. I liked her ring gear, yes indeed. Then we had Seth Rollins versus Gunther. And I'm going to give this match of the night for day one of WrestleMania. That was a lot more hard-hitting than I thought it was going to be. They really wailed on each other. The build-up to this was laughable. It had a god-awful build-up. But the match itself, really, really cool. Really, really went at each other. It was more hard-hitting than the unsanctioned match, if you believe that. But really, really good wrestling. I really like how intense it was. Kinda ended predictably, I guess you could say, because Braun Baker came back and speared Seth Rollins, which allowed Gunther to choke out Seth Rollins. But I like this match. Out of night one, this is my match of the night. Definitely really, really good. Then we got AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Women's Championship, and it was okay. I expected a lot more shenanigans and a lot more cheating. It was kind of a meh match. Then the other match I was really excited for was Stephanie Bacchar, La Primera versus Liv Morgan. And also this highly disappointed because they had a lot of intro time with Liv Morgan and her doing her Christina Aguilera thing where she was recreating a music video. And totally unnecessary. Because I don't think I like Liv Morgan, she's a good wrestler, but I don't think she's going to have a very successful singing career, if you get my drift. I wanted La Primera to win, because I like Stephanie Bacchar, and unfortunately shenanigans happened, the Judgment Day got involved. Very short match. I've heard or read online that it's because Liv Morgan still was under concussion watch because after the bad bump she got with Roxanne Perez. So I guess I've read that's why they made the match shorter, but definitely very disappointing. I wanted more, and shame that Stephanie Bacchar lost the title. But they weren't really doing anything with that run. She'd only defended it a couple of times with Raquel Rodriguez, and it's not very poorly handled. Then we had the main event of night one, which was Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton with Pat McAfee. To their credit, they got rid of Pat McAfee really quick, so it was a one-on-one match until he came back dressed as a referee, because that's how that works. But then Randy Orton RKO'd him, and then Cody Rhodes won. So, what a shit show. What a shit show this was. Could have been good. They could have really, again, fed into the whole history with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, but TKO being TKO, well, fucked it up, and just terrible. God-awful. Then we move on. So, review of night one. Shitty. Really shitty. The only match I really enjoyed was the Gunther versus Seth Rollins match, because they were kicking their ass, and I like that. And Alexa Bliss's costume is a highlight for me, and Stephanie Bachar's entrance was also pretty cool, so I like that. Everything else, garbage. Then we had Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar, starting off night 2 on Sunday, and this had a really good build-up. Of all of the matches, except for the main event, the build-up to Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar was really cool. They really built up that storyline, and they had these two beasts going at it. Now, I also heard online that a lot of people complained that it was too short, but for this particular case, I'm okay with it, because Brock, well, he is not known for being able to go long matches, you see. But Obafemi won. He defeated the Brock Lesnar. He slayed the Beast. And now he's the new ruler of WWE. And I'm okay with that. Surprisingly, Brock Lesnar apparently retired because he left his ring gear in the middle of the ring. And that's a sign that someone's going to retire. So, I don't know. I thought the plan was to have Gunther retire him. But I guess not. But good match for what it was. I liked it. It's everything I was expecting it to be, and it delivered. So, good match. Then we had the Intercontinental Championship ladder match between Penta, Javon Evans, Ray Phoenix. No, it's not Ray Phoenix. Dragon Lee. It was Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, Rusev, because I don't know what Rusev was doing there, but I'm glad he's in a WrestleMania. And JD McDonagh. Yes, indeed. And Penta won. It was a good, ladder match. Had good spots. High flying. The high flyers high flew. Rusev bulldozed through every people. Javon Evans did a whole bunch of really crazy stuff. And the match ended with Penta retaining his title. So that was good. Happy about that. Then we had the Demon. Finn Balor versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And I really like Finn Balor's costume. Big fan of the red and black color scheme. So seeing him in the demon costume was really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. And Demon Finn Balor, rightly so, won the match. Again, very quick match. And Dominic Mysterio didn't cheat as much as I thought he was going to. But it was a good match. I liked it. And then we had the United States Championship between now heel Sami Zayn versus still heel Trick Williams. I don't know. Is he a heel now? Is he a tweener? But this was really good. Trick Williams won, which was the right call. Everyone was booing the hell out of Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn didn't really do any cheating afoot. He tried to cheat, but Trick Williams gave him the trick shot. And he won the title. So, good call. Match was okay. Nothing to write home about. Then we had the WWE Women's Championship match between Jade and Rhea Ripley. And a lot of people, criticize Jade Cargill that she has a nice body, but her ring skills, at least in WWE, haven't been well utilized. And she hasn't defended her title for jack shit. I only remember her defending the title once against, that lady whose name I forget. I'll put a picture of her here. And the Juggernaut as her nickname. And that's the only time I remember her actually defending the thing. So, terrible management. That's the one thing WWE has really been dropping the ball on. God-awful treatment of their championships and their champions. They don't defend the fucking titles. What's up with that? CM Punk's the only one that's been consistently defending his title. Every other one, not really, so that kind of sucks. But Jade Cargill did come in looking like a powerhouse. Women handling Rhea Ripley. Then shenanigans. Then Io Sky came in. And Rhea Ripley ended up winning the title. A few botches here and there. But, not a good match. I didn't much care for that. It was okay, but it was kind of meh. But then we had the big main event between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. And this is going to be match of the night for night 2. Another really hard-hitting match. They were really kicking each other's ass. Just going at each other. Because the build-up to this one was also really cool. Because they were telling, each other off. And they were giving really bad insults and everything. So, nice build-up. That's what I like. If you're going to build the road to WrestleMania, you got to build your storylines properly. And the Roman Reigns and CM Punk match was properly built up. Got everyone hyped up, and it was a hard-hitting match. And it played to a lot of the things. The entrance to Roman Reigns was really cool because they were giving props to all the Samoan family members that have died. Even though they only focused on 4, and they kind of cropped out Umaga, but they also gave remembrance to Umaga. But really cool, very, very nice, big production for the main event. And a lot of people are not happy that Roman Reigns won. Because, a lot of people didn't like the tribal chief gimmick. At first it got annoying, but then I kind of really liked the whole tribal chief thing. So I'm okay with Roman Reigns having his title. He could either lose it to Gunther, and Gunther retires Roman Reigns. They could do that, since Brock Lesnar is out. Or they can put Obafemi against Roman Reigns and have Obafemi defeat him. So a lot of stuff that they can do with this, but I really like the match. Match of the night for me, for night 2. Most definitely. So the highlights again. Rollins versus Gunther. Surprising how good that was. Obafemi and Brock, short as it was, delivered on everything I was expecting. And CM Punk and Roman Reigns was a proper main event with proper stakes and a proper match. And the result, I'm okay with it. A lot of people might not agree. And personal highlights, again, the entrance of Stephanie back here, the return of Paige, and Alexa Bliss's Firefly's Funhouse moth costume ring gear. I really like that a lot. Yes, indeed. So yes, looking at the results here, and that was my thoughts on WrestleMania 42. I'll watch Raw, because it's a Raw after Mania. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's hot garbage, and then I cool down on wrestling, at least until Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble and the road to WrestleMania again. But did you see WrestleMania 42? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Oh, I also forgot, Danhausen was also in night 2. He had a little segment there with The Miz and I forget his name, the Toxic guy, which was a lot of really funny. I'm really liking Danhausen. So yes, that was also pretty cool. But did you hate WrestleMania 42? Did you like it? What was your match of the night? What was your least favorite match? Let us know in the comments down below. But until I see you all again next time, this has been Professor Macabro thanking you and wishing you all, like always, a good evening.